Right, okay, everybody. Firstly, it's a pleasure to be here today. So my name's Andrew Mitchell. I'm from Livinglens. And today what I'm going to talk to you about is a massive opportunity that we all have with mobile and video. I'm going to take you on a journey talking about the importance of creating new and deeper and fresh insights, the value that video plays in that, also in terms of how we can then leverage that video, but the challenges and how we can overcome those challenges. And then subsequently, I'll bring it to life with a few real client examples. But first off, for those of you who don't know us, let me sort of explain a little bit. So if you ask Google, who is the Google for video? Now, you'll probably all say, well, it's YouTube. Well, the problem with YouTube is it doesn't allow you to immediately get to the nuggets of information or search the content of the video. It doesn't help you analyze the video, and it doesn't help you to draw conclusions out of that video. So, best way to think about us is we are Google for video. We allow our clients to analyze video, quickly get to the nuggets of information within those videos, and to draw insights out of that video. So we're working with some of the world's largest brands, such as Unilever, agencies such as Ipsos, and kiosks. So Dave yesterday spoke from kiosks, to help them drive value from video in this new connected world. So what I'm going to do is just take you through this journey of why that's so important. So we all know that the world has changed. It is so much more important now to understand the new consumer, the shopper, the customer. There has been a dramatic shift in the way that we need and want things. You know, we want more personalised service. We want to be able to connect directly to brands, and we want those brands to treat us as individuals. You know, for the last few days, we've heard a ton about this. Yeah, we've changed the way we shop. You know, online through our smartphones. Our behaviour is changing, so we need to understand that more and more. Quite like this quote from Nielsen around, you know, digital has redefined what it means to go shopping. Yeah? The new connected era of commerce has arrived. Of course, brands are looking at ways to how to drive insights, you know, whether that be insights to help them, you know, drive their business in terms of innovation, so getting immediate feedback on a product test. It could be helping them understand their, you know, customer segments, helping them understand what the key messages are to tailor their message. Goes on, the path to purchase, helping them understand that. So we all know that that is so important, and it's so important to do it fast because the world is changing at a fast pace. We also know many of these brands are global in nature. Therefore, they need to understand the local similarities and differences to allow them to still leverage their global scale but tailor their messaging and offering to those local markets. And of course, we're also, as many agencies here, are trying to help them to do that. We're leveraging many, many different sources of data. We've heard a lot of it over the last couple of days. You know, whether it be the traditional methods of sales data, loyalty data, credit card data that we heard about earlier, social data, surveys, mobile, you know, it goes on and on and on. I mean, everybody's talking about big data. We heard about Internet of Things yesterday, which is another one to add to that list. Now, the key thing is, and I've spent 20 years using technology to drive insights, and the key thing is, it's like I've always thought, who sits behind the numbers? Because those numbers always end up in a report. They always end up, you know, in a PowerPoint presentation that we give to the clients, or, you know, an Excel spreadsheet. But what is sitting behind that? And of course, we are using a lot of video in research, but typically that video is to add colour and context to those presentations. So I'm going to challenge everybody to think about, actually, do we have a massive opportunity not to just use video as a colour and context, but to use it on scale, to use it as a data source and value in its own right, and to use quantifiable video to drive massive insights. We believe there is this opportunity. We believe there is an opportunity for mobile and user-generated content in this new connected world. So probably let me explain why. Okay, video is the fastest growing untapped data asset in the world. So Cisco say over 70%, or sorry, just under 70% of the world's internet traffic will be video by 2017. It is also the way that brands and consumers are now connecting. Our use of smartphones is obviously changing our behaviour, and we're so much more now comfortable with video. You know, there'll be 2 billion, I know we heard some stats earlier, there'll be 2 billion smartphone users by the end of next year, and that is growing and growing and growing. Now, social is obviously at the forefront of that, and let me show you what Facebook have to say about it.
Over time, there's this really clear trend that technology gives us tools for sharing richer and richer content with an increasing frequency. So if you look back at Facebook 5 years ago, most of the content that people shared was text, right? Status updates and wall posts. Now, today, it's photos and other visual content. If you fast forward 5 years, it's going to be video. And if you look out even further beyond that, it's probably going to be even more immersive content like VR and AR. Now, at the same time as we're seeing this trend towards increasing richness of content, we're also seeing that the frequency of sharing is increasing. You know, now everyone has messaging apps and groups apps on their phones that allow us to constantly stay connected with all the people that we care about and share many more times each day than we've been able to in the past. So this is a really big opportunity.
Okay, so why do we think this is a big opportunity for us in the research industry? Well, it is so much richer and real. We can really understand the behavior, what the person is saying and what they are doing, not what they claim to do. It's giving us much richer and deeper insights. We can look at the emotion, we can look at the behavior, we can look at the body language. We can understand very quickly, instead of not what people have, maybe not written in the open text box, but actually what they're saying. Now, it's fast and easy, and it's fast and easy in 3 ways. So fast and easy for actually the consumer to capture those video and do some simple tasks. It's then actually easy, and I'll show you why it's easy now, to then share and utilize that video across an organization that's trying to leverage video. And it's more engaging. The insights really land with individuals. It's so much more memorable. So it helps not only to capture new and fresh insights, but also make sure those insights are actually driving the business forward. Like how many people were more watching the video than listening to me? Maybe I shouldn't ask that question. But you see what I mean? The emotion, the passion that you can get from video is so much greater. However, and you probably all know this, but it is really, really difficult to use. There is no easy way to find video content. I already spoke about YouTube. How easy is it for me to find some of the videos in here that I've put? It's not easy. There are many different sources of video out there in many different languages. There is video held on disk, on networks, on people's laptops. It's not being used. There is no ongoing value to that video. The challenge is, how do we make and overcome those things? Before that, though, just imagine a world where you can unlock the power of all the video content. What does that mean that we can do? It means that we can start to look at the consumer in a different way. It means we can capture video-based insights anywhere, anytime, and we can use that to understand their behavior, their emotions. We can help to basically put the consumer in the eyes of anybody within an organization, on their desktops, no matter where they are, so in any language. And that is really, really going to help an organization put the consumer, the customer, the shopper at the heart of decision making. And imagine a world as well where all that video is quantifiable, so we can analyze it and we can look at trends over time. Makes it so much more powerful. So, how do we do that? Luckily, we have the answer. So at Livinglens, this is exactly what we're doing. We're helping our clients drive value from video. So we're helping our clients effortlessly capture video through mobile apps or taking video from anywhere to drive value from that video. Helping them to search the spoken word, address and help them identify particular information, trends or nuggets, and then leverage those across an organization to make sure new and fresh insights are landed. So let me sort of show you what I mean. So firstly, being able to simply, on an app, push simple tasks to consumers, asking them to do certain things. It could be a product test. It could be, some immediate feedback on advertising. It could be, helping to understand how somebody's cooking in the kitchen. Capture those videos, apply some simple tags. That is then instantly placed onto the platform. Once it's on the platform, then you can analyze it. Again, let me show you what I mean.
A soft slipper on your foot, and the gold accents are amazing. Like I said before, they remind me of the LeBron 10 Elite. I just love the gold accents on it. Overall, like I said, just super comfortable shoe. You've got your outsole there, like a honeycomb outsole, 5.0 Nike swoosh. You've got the gold flakes all in the outsole. Then you've got a white midsole, 5.0 right there.
So, I hope you can see what I mean. So being able to quickly search any of those spoken words through the video, being able to then look at that actually in any language. So it doesn't matter where anybody sits in the world, it doesn't matter what language you speak, we can take video from anywhere and then leverage that through the platform. Being able to then combine video across a particular subject and build a story, build an insight-based story that allows us to then tell that story to other people, all seamlessly within the platform. And what we're doing over time is then adding more and more capability to that video to turn it from a way to analyze the video, but then applying analytics over it so we can look at the trends and patterns in the video. So it's not just what people are saying, but it's also what people are doing. So it may be, putting on makeup, it might be drinking coffee, doing the washing up, et cetera, driving a beautiful car. Then it's about understanding the emotion, and the behavior of the individual. So overlaying facial recognition as well, so we can understand the profile of the people in those videos. This is going to build us a picture, which means that we can truly help to understand who the consumer, not what they're saying, but what they're doing as well. It becomes really powerful. Let me take you through 2 quick case studies of how this is being adopted within our clients. So the first one is around a global CPG organization that is trying to understand the cooking habits in the world's kitchen. This is, they had video content captured from many different agencies and sources from, I think it was over 20 countries. I think Nigeria was actually one of those as well. And what they wanted to do is understand the process of which the ingredients were used in some of the dishes in those markets, and help to understand how they could then improve their packaging, their innovation, how they improve their marketing message to those consumers to drive more uptake of the ingredients and their products in those dishes. It's really, really insightful. And really what they wanted to do is bring all of those global insights up to the top in terms of their insights and their marketing teams around the world for them to drive process back into the local markets. The second one is we're working with one of the largest market research agencies. What they wanted to do is add new capability, video capability, to the process of product testing. So what they wanted to do is basically add more value to their clients to actually put video at the heart of when they're doing a product test, so they can actually see what's happening when the consumer is physically testing that product in home, getting some immediate, quick response from those. The reaction they've had from the clients have been outstanding in terms of what deeper insights it's given them, in terms of helping them understand how the packaging worked, what in terms of the messaging on the bottles, in terms of lots of different examples, which are really, really compelling. This client here, there's a quote, you can read it, but they've already one client has decided to run this straight away on over 150 of their product tests worldwide. So the power of video is coming through in the engagements we're having with clients. So, in summary, I've taken you on this journey. So this journey of the new connected consumer, the way that we've changed, the fact that we have this massive opportunity with mobile and video combined for user-generated content, the issues that we face in managing all of that video content. Obviously, I've taken you through how we're approaching it and the work we're doing with clients, and it's all focused around how we can drive more value and drive growth to support some of those challenges that we've seen. The final thing I wanted to do is just talk about the speed. The speed at which we can do this means that you can drive insights at a much, much faster rate. And to prove that, if we switch over, this is me.
Firstly, it's a pleasure to be here today. So my name's Andrew Mitchell. I'm from Livinglens. And today what I'm going to talk to you about is a massive...
So that video was captured by Floss down here, immediately, instantly onto the platform, transcribed, and we can search that. And you can draw insights out of that, obviously, if it was a consumer, not me talking. So you can see the pace and the speed at which we can work. So thank you very much. Been a pleasure.